Hello, everyone. I am Baron Dipidus, and it is literally about, I guess, 10 to 15 minutes after this was revealed in the Winter Royale. It's kind of caught me by surprise. I had not heard of anything happening or whatever. I was aware of this like Eternal Sports avatar that we got from the this past Wednesday, and I had at first I thought it was like a logo for some kind of like actual brand, but I couldn't find any that brand anywhere, and it says Eternal Sports, and well, I talked about this on Twitter, but I'll share my thoughts on this. Anyway, I thought I'd give a frame by frame analysis of this, just like I did with the the BCX 2020 trailer, because I love when BMG does things like this. Even though I'm a Brawlhalla partner, I have no idea what's going on here, but I love the mystery of it. This is a mystery as tantalizing as Orion himself. I don't know if it's related to Orion. I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, let's watch the whole 20-second thing, and then I'll go frame by frame. All right? So here we go. So yeah, what is that about? Let's take this. Let's take this moment by moment here. Something about Koortoons, starring Core as himself and a mystery character. So we got Core just out admiring nature. It's not clear where this is. Usually when we have like a plain, like a nice rolling like pleasant plains kind of area, it's generally Brawlhaven, which is also Dragonport, the same place where you in the November 2020 in the BCX 2020 trailer, you see Wu Shang meditating while Artemis and Orion fight. But I don't see any floating islands here. This is just like a normal, like there's like trees and bushes. It's kind of like a nondescript meadow area. I don't see anything here that tells me where this is. It's definitely not the Fangwild Forest. It's not in a forest, so we'll see. Maybe it's out in the fields of Folkvanger, actually, because that's where Orion, which is where Orion crashed. The fields are in Asgard, the same realm as Valhalla, but anyway, as usual, I'm reading too deeply into things. Let's keep going, and with these frames here, just using the comma and period keys on my keyboard. Yeah, Core is just kind of hanging out. We see a butterfly come by here. I like the sound that is made when Core kind of like, moves it, like turns his head and moves his joints. There's this sort of like, grinding rock kind of sound going on, which I love. And anyway, so Core sees the butterfly, admiring it. The kind of like, gentle giant golem thing where he extends his finger for the butterfly to perch on top of it. Very cute. We love Core. Core is great. Butterfly decides to hang out here. Okay, so here's where, if you look back here, we start to see this dust come up, right? All right. So something or someone is coming, just like zooming by, and okay, so here we start to see details. Oh my gosh, yes, they're so fast that we literally only get 1, 2, 3, 4 frames with them. To actually see them. So this doesn't really tell us anything. Or at least maybe not frames. Like we only get like 4 images to go off of. This seems to be the best one. So clearly some kind of humanoid, right? Like human-sized and shaped. I think this might be a horse human kind of person, because I see like some kind of like what look to be like ears kind of there on the head. There's this like plating or covering on the head, but horses have eyes on the sides of their head. So having plating here wouldn't block anything. And it does seem like some kind of long face where they're fine covering this part so they can like, I don't know, see here. I also see there might be some kind of wing design of some sort on the boots. Some of these bits of design remind me a little bit of Paladin Jaeyun from the Battle Pass. But I think that might just be circumstantial because I don't see anything that's specifically Jaehyun here. And if it was Jaehyun, we would know because later on it says it has the character list, core, and then question mark. We don't know who this is, but I'm guessing it's a horse humanoid of some kind, a horse person. And clearly they are extremely fast. And this doesn't really tell us much. Although there might be some kind of hoof design in their shoes, in their feet or something. Or maybe not. Maybe that's just their foot, like, curling their toes or something. We got nothing except this. So horse human is the best I can come up with. They zoom by, and okay. So obviously the point is that Core suddenly gets this Eternal Sports merch. I also do want to point out something kind of dark here. The butterfly is dead. It's just like gone from Anyway, I don't want to dwell too much on that. I think that's more of like a dark humor kind of funny thing. But yeah, suddenly this character comes by, and all of a sudden Core has this foam finger and this Eternal Sports shirt and the Eternal Sports hat, which is that hat is the same hat that they were showing off right after this cartoon in the Winter Royale stream. But anyway, so this is happening. And I think Core is ignoring the fact that he just got some free merch, and he's just like, he sees the dead butterfly blowing away. Okay, so all this rumbling is probably like, when something goes by really fast, there's like a break the sound barrier type effect, or they go by, and then the after effect is like. The after effect of their speed. They're so fast that the air and the sound kind of like catches up to them, essentially. That has to catch up. So anyway, so this happens. Core's just sitting there. And I think he's just like, dude, what the heck, man? And probably just like confused. Anyway, he sees another butterfly here. And Core's like, oh wait, no, just get out of here. You don't want to be here. Go, get away, shoo. This is for your own safety. Who the heck is that guy? Anyway, Koortoons, Bye Bye Butterfly, starring Core as himself and question mark as question mark. And I'm pretty sure that's the rest of the video right there. Obviously, this is very much reminiscent of the, like Looney Tunes cartoons. Which in and of itself harkens back to the rubber hose animation, which you're probably most familiar with from either Cuphead or Bendy and the Ink Machine. The cartoons from like I want to say like 30s and 40s, or like 20s, 30s, 40s, something like that. But yeah, I have no idea what this. So I don't know. So I think this screen here says one of two things. It could be either one. It could say that it could be saying that it's another cartoon that's coming, or this is just saying this is the cartoon. This is a little cartoon short, and these are the characters that were in this cartoon. And I think it's mainly just kind of to say Core was there, and there was somebody else, but you don't know who that is. I'm guessing that this whole thing was just so. Clearly, this is related to the Eternal Sports avatar, right? If you log into Brawlhalla right now, you will get an avatar that has this like unicorn symbol on it, with red and with orange and with orange and black colors. So, what could this mean? BMG has been very cryptic about this. And clearly there's some actual merch going on here. Like there's an actual hat that has been made that they were showing off in the stream. And I think the name Eternal Sports is very interesting. There's a couple things about that. Number one, Eternal Sports. It doesn't say Eternal Esports. This looks like an esports icon, but it's Eternal Sports. And I think what this tells us is that Eternal Sports is something that's in the Brawlhalla lore, in the actual Brawlhalla universe. Because you got Kung Foot in Brawlhalla, you got like Volley Brawl now, we got we got Brawl Ball, we got Capture the Flag. We have these like sports like things, and they're actually playing that in Brawlhalla. They're not just fighting; they're actually playing these sports, these other games, these other competitive games in Brawlhalla. So maybe Eternal Sports is just what they call the sport that they play in Brawlhalla. And also, if you take the beginning of Eternal Sports, you can shorten it to be esports, Eternal Sports, as opposed to what we normally associate it with as electronic sports, right? So I think that, plus the fact that if you read Thor's lore, the term Brawlhalla is actually canon. Thor has coined the term Brawlhalla. So it is actually so if all this stuff that I'm saying about Eternal Sports is true, then it would actually be canon to say Brawlhalla Esports, Brawlhalla Eternal Sports. That is actually in the lore now. So, which I think could possibly be talking about some kind of like, maybe Odin is like kind of collecting all these different games that the legends have been playing and putting it all under the banner of Brawlhalla Esports, Brawlhalla Eternal Sports or something. Because in Valhalla it would be eternal. Like these people, like this is an afterlife essentially. There may be a Ragnarok or whatever, but like that's forever away, right? And so that's what all this stuff about Eternal Sports is what I was kind of speculating from the Avatar alone. But what this tells us, there's a character. There is a probably the horse humanoid character associated with Eternal Sports, with Brawlhalla Esports. So I don't know if it's teasing a new character, like a new legend. I don't know if this is just teasing a new merch line that is both real life and canon. Something's happening here. I think BMG is on the cusp of announcing something that's a bit different. I don't know what that is, but I'm very interested to see what to find out. So anyway, that is my analysis of this. And actually, the description doesn't really tell us much more. Just kind of like Core finds a butterfly, but someone interrupts. Hashtag Brawlhalla, hashtag Ubisoft, hashtag Koortoons. So who knows, man? But I'm very interested to see if there might be more Koortoons later. Interested to see what this Eternal Sports thing comes out to be. Anyway, thank you for coming to my analysis. These are my theories and my thoughts, and I invite you to talk about it as well. All the best.